Daily Broadside, day 647. I am just about at my wit's end with selling stuff online. I don't like to just throw things out, and I got too much stuff, okay? And I'm going through just slowly but surely and being like, do I really need this? I don't. But I don't want to just throw it in a landfill, and I ain't trying to get rich off of nothing, but I don't want to give it away. So, for example, I own 7 ladders, okay? I decided the other day that I don't need 7 ladders. I need 6, okay? That may seem like an excessive amount of ladders, but believe it or not, they come in different sizes, and you need different sizes for different ones. For example, it's very difficult to use an 8-foot ladder inside of a house, changing a fan or doing something in your home. So you need something shorter. Ipso facto, I'm in the process of getting rid of a 24-foot ladder. There's another guy that's supposed to come in a minute now. If you were to go buy a 24-foot ladder, it's anywhere from $225 to $400. It just depends on what you want. Aluminum, fiberglass, whatever, and all this. So I just threw it on there for $75, okay? It works fine. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? Other than the stickers faded off from, years of sun. But, I mean, it's fine. I've been using it forever. I just want to get rid of it, and it puts a little bit of money in my pocket that I can then go blow on some dumb crap that I also probably don't need. So it's a win-win. But I'm going to tell you right now, as soon as you put it on there, I'll give you 30. No, you won't give me 30. First of all, it's been listed for an hour and a half. I'm not ready to drop the price by more than half, okay, you morons. Why does everybody think they could just, get everything for free, okay? I mean, you got to pay something, I don't understand it, And I'll tell you another thing. I'm a little torn on the old trunk or treat, okay? I remember when the trunk or treat craze came out. It's probably been 15 years by now. And it was a lot of churches, they didn't want to deal with the devil, the night of All Hallows Eve, throwing their kids out there, and they wanted, everybody to be bonded by the blood, whatever. And so it was a safe way for kids to get together and not celebrate the devil, I guess. They'd just meet in a church parking lot. Everybody decorate their, Hyundai Tiburon or their Chevy Traverse I don't even know. But people are dressed up like Noah and I don't even know, freaking Bartholomew and Judas Iscariot, Herod. I mean, they're probably not dressed like the bad ones, but the good people in the Bible. And I have no idea if Bartholomew, I think he was an apostle, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was one of the 12. Anyway, they called him Bart back in the day. But, but here's my issue, right? I know growing up, it was just a chance to dress up like, one of the serial killers from your slasher movies, I don't think anybody was into Baphomet. Is it Baphomet or Baphomet? I think it's Baphomet. I think it's a French word. They're not into the Church of Satan and all. They just want to go get a bunch of chocolate. That's all it is, okay? So I think the churches can kind of chill out with trying to, and now trunk or treating has exploded and it's everywhere. I saw 5 of them yesterday. They weren't even at churches. They're at the Costco parking lot, and they're at a daycare, and there's just all these fall festivals, as they call them. All it is a bunch of people decorating their Chevy Traverse God knows what, and God does know. He knows you're trunk or treating and not trick or treating, because there's a big difference between trunking and tricking. Tricking is the devil. Trunking is Jesus. At least that's the way I seem to take it from everybody's disdain for the trick part of the treat. Trick or treat. Trunk or treat. I'm going to start doing some trunk or tricking. I'm going to trick trunk. I'm going to do some trick trunking. Come to my house, we'll do some trick trunking. Actually, I've never handed out candy in my adult life. My lights are out. Of course, I live in the middle of nowhere. I don't really have people come to my house. But even my last house, I just didn't have anybody come to my house, So I'm not buying a bunch of candy for that reason. I end up just eating it. I just sit there alone in the dark eating it. That's not good for anybody. Lost empty calories. That's what I'm saying. Maybe that's what trunk tricking is just lost empty calories. It's an adult sitting by themselves in their front room, hoping nobody knocks on their door as they sit in the dark eating, Milky Way, Twix, and Zero and Zagnut, Zero and Zagnut. I knew twins. I went to high school. They were called Zero and Zagnut. It was nicknames. It wasn't their birth name. But anyway. Yeah, and by the way, I am currently recruiting for a female guest to take me to the North Carolina Renaissance Festival. I think that's also French. A Renaissance. Croissant. Anyway, I have no idea what this is all about. I want to see what 16th century Charlotte was like. I don't plan on dressing up like a minstrel or anything, so I'll be wearing just my normal clothes, pretty much hoodies and shorts. That's about it. So don't expect, so you can come pick me up and dress like all that crap, you know, a little minstrel with your little shoes with the little hook things on the like the little bells and all that crap. I'm not. You look like somebody from the Men Without Hats. We can dance if we want to. You can dress or wear all that crap. You can if you want to. We'll just keep 6 feet apart. 6 fart. That's what I meant to say. 6 fart, not 6 feet apart. A little portmanteau. Look, that was an unintentional portmanteau. That's also French. Portmanteau. Portmanteau. Renaissance. Baphomet. Oh, yes. We're just throwing out the French words today. But no, seriously, I need somebody to take me down there and walk me through what the hell I'm looking at. Because all I know is there's going to be some jousting that probably, if I'm betting, they're not actually going to hit each other at full speed in the chest. Which that'll kind of piss me off. I mean, if we're going to joust, let's joust. I want like 23-foot poles, full speed. I want that horse going like 47 miles an hour. Just getting it, right? Just dust flying and somebody getting just nailed in the chest to the point that we've got to like put air back in their system. You know what I mean? It just knocks the piss out of them. That's what I want to see at the Renaissance Festival. But I'm accepting applications. I'm sure I won't have to sift through many because there probably won't be many. But I think it's through the end of November. I just need a Renaissance date to take me down there so that I'm not asking a million questions. They're just already answered. And they go, now over here you see, this is blah, 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 blah. And this is blah, 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 blah. And then I'll be like, okay. And then next year, I can take it on myself. Take on me. Take on me. All right, y'all have a good day. I'm getting ready to go watch the Duke game in like 2 or 3 hours. Giddy.